Apple CarPlay or connecting with Android Auto is it connects a little bit different than the Linux-based systems, in the essence that this does use an app. The great thing about this app is you can go inside and set it to auto connect to your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto device when you get into the car. Sure enough, this worked flawlessly. As soon as the Bluetooth connected, it pulled up the Android Auto or the Apple CarPlay. I mean, you do get this Android head unit for other things that Android can do. I've had no problems being able to stream any video that I want from this unit. Now you might be wondering, how am I actually streaming if I don't have internet or the unit itself doesn't have internet? This does have Wi-Fi enabled, but you do have to connect to a Wi-Fi internet source. Now a lot of Android head units use a SIM card, so you can use it almost like a phone. This one doesn't have that option. So instead of using a SIM card, what you're going to do is you're actually going to use your phone as a wireless hotspot, or you can actually get a 4G dongle as well. But if using it as a hotspot like I do, you just connect to the wireless internet. Once you do that, you can use this as a connected Android tablet. You can watch videos, you can listen to music, you can play games on it. I mean, it's really pretty amazing. In fact, if you wanted to connect a Bluetooth controller to it and play video games on it, you absolutely could do that. It really does make this unit, well, just a fun unit to have, especially on like long road trips where you might have to stop for a while. Now, I know what you're thinking is that most of the time you're going to need to use a parking brake to connect to your video or have your video sources play. Well, that's not the case with this Android head unit. You can watch videos anytime. I mean, in fact, you could even watch it while you're driving down the road, although I don't recommend that, and honestly, it's illegal to do. It's really just not smart, so don't do that. Another thing that a lot of people want to know about this Android head unit or Android head units in general is, what are their other features? And how do they sound? Navigate the system that much, because I can just use my voice for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and these both work flawlessly with my voice. Whether I was telling it to turn on and off the music, call someone, text someone, or even get directions. In fact, I haven't had any issues with this unit at all. Now, if voice control is not for you, you can just use your steering wheel controls that you already have in your car. This does support that. In fact, one of the other features that I found especially useful was the backup camera. With mine installed, as soon as I put it in reverse, it pops up on the screen. Now, one of the main issues I've had with some of the other units in the past is they mute or lower the volume when backing up. This unit allows me to decide the volume level when I put it in reverse, which is very helpful, especially when I'm on the phone. If a rear camera is not enough, it does support a front camera as well. These are just a few levels of customization that I really appreciate in my daily driver. And that's really where I see this, as someone's daily driver. A vehicle where you want to drive back and forth, you want to sound good, and also want to have features to be able to just take a break in your car and watch a show. Or maybe your wife wants to go shopping on Sunday and you just want to watch the football game or just watch a little bit of Netflix. With a unit like this, that becomes a complete possibility.